Hello there guys, today's video is a little bit different. Usually I talk about trading in this channel and that is my main focus, but today I'm going to talk about investments as well, because I see a lot of people on my surroundings that believe that trading, investments and financial markets as a whole are basically gambling, and that is not true, because there are multiple ways of investments. The more known ones are SP 500, which everyone knows, or at least the majority of people knows about, or at least a bit. Homes, a lot of people like real estate, because it is the classic that everyone knows since our grandpas. We have always heard that real estate is the best investment, and that's not true, but it is an investment. So basically, what I want to talk with you is more about investments, possibilities of investments, and why you should invest and start ASAP, because the best day is always today. I'm going to explain now what are investments and why you should start now. Basically, there are a few types of investments. The more known one is real estate, as I have explained to you, which I'm not going to enter deep on that. We have also the people that are more entrepreneur, that simply like to invest on their own business and totally just invest on that, and that's alright. And there is the possibility of regular people that work 9 to 5s and don't really want to be entrepreneurs, or entrepreneurs that want to diversify, that can basically invest on stocks, cryptos if you are more acceptable to risk, but usually stocks, ETFs, real estate. A lot of that is possible to invest without being active. It is basically just put the money and let it slide, and it is more likely to, in 20 years, 10 years, 20 years, to have a lot more capital. So that's basically what I'm going to explain is basically the dollar, euro, every currency is losing a lot of value with time, as you guys know probably, which is because of inflation. So basically there is always money being printed, so each day, each year, our currency is basically valuing. So basically there is always money being printed everywhere, so with time our money starts being able to buy less and less and less, so because of that it is not a good idea to just let the money in the bank and just save the money, because it is going to depreciate and lose value. So the investments, there are some kinds of investments which allow you to surpass inflation and not lose money. There are kind of investments that you can surpass and make money above the inflation and earn value. So there are a lot of ways. The way that you can be all day, every day focusing on that, which is not something that the majority of people would like. I wouldn't like in investments to have to be worried about every day. So basically there are a lot of ways to do it passively and not having to worry about it, and that's just what I wanted to explain to you, because I know that there are a lot of people, mainly in my country, Portugal, majority of people are very skeptical with investments. So I wanted to change that, mainly to people that are younger. That kind of people is what I believe that are the people that should start ASAP, even though I believe that everyone should invest in should invest money in the market they prefer or business they prefer. That I'm not going to complain about, because it depends on the personality of each person and in what they want to invest. So basically I'm going to talk what I personally do and what I suggest people to study and get more in depth into, in order to invest and not lose money with time and just get the financial freedom that we all want. But some people don't know it is actually possible to do with a 9 to 5 or just being regular people, even though I don't want to have a 9 to 5 all my life, and I'm doing my best to change that. I know that there are a lot of people that are okay with that, and yeah, it is a different talk, not the talk that I want to have today in this video. But yeah, it is possible to everyone, and of course when there is more money invested, it makes more money, because money makes money in investments. So of course it is a different scale, but it is always possible. And I'm going to show you here that consistency over time makes a lot of money. So basically, if you are consistent with investments, they produce interest, which is profit. And if you let them do their work, if you keep them invested for a long time, each year, imagine if you do 10% profit in 1 year. On the following year, it will be, if you do more 10%, instead of 10% of the value you had in the beginning, it is 10% of the value in the beginning more than 10%. So that is compound interest, because instead of 10% of the beginning of the initial capital, it would be around 11 or 12, and with time it compounds, and it is completely amazing. So yeah, I really recommend you to study and understand that financial market. So basically, investments are putting money that the economy of the world is going to get better, and it is possible to invest in any kind of market. Me personally, I invest in tech, AI, a lot of things, mainly in America, because it is the economy that tends to grow quicker and grow long term, grow consistently. So that's the kind of market that I prefer, and the majority of my portfolio are in there. But yeah, I really recommend you to study about it, and if you don't invest, just start now. This is a video more for beginners and people that don't know what investments are. If you want me to talk more about it, I would love to do videos explaining a bit of every topic in this area. It is an area that I like to study about, and I like to get into a lot. I like that. I like trading. I love markets. So yeah, it is the kind of thing that I like to talk about and like to study. So yeah, it is what I do. It is what I like, and it would be great for me to do videos about it. I already have a great person that is a partner of wich, which is one of the most known brokers in Portugal, that is interested in doing a podcast in the future. Regarding podcasts, yes, I haven't posted a podcast yet, but yeah, some things happened and I wasn't able to record the podcast, but it will be out soon. I'll record it in a few days. Yeah, today is the 30th. I'll record it in a few days and it will be amazing, and I believe you guys will like it. I have a logo for the podcast. It will be great. So yeah, I would like to know if you guys like this kind of videos. Of course, this is a video more for beginners, but I can get more in depth about it. So yeah, what do you guys think? My main focus will be trading, as you guys know. But yeah, I think it will be great for me to talk a bit about this, because a lot of people don't know much about it, and it is great, and it allows people that are not into trading or don't want to trade to also be more in the financial markets and understand it better. So yeah, I like it, and a lot of people are very skeptical about financial markets, and it is not that hard to understand the markets, and it would be great to inform a lot of people about it. So yes, it is possible for everyone to have $1 million. So, but yeah, of course it will take time, and it is on the long term, and the most difficult thing on investments is simply having patience and waiting for 10, 20, 30 years, because the more time you let it keep working for you and keep it invested, the more money it will make to you. So yes, investments can be done for everyone, and basically if you put $100 consistently, you can have $1 million in the end of the line. So yeah, just being consistent, everyone can do it. And yes, if you just don't want to be worried about the money, you can just put it safely, and with 8-9-10% returns, it is possible, and it is actually easy to do. So yeah, why keep money in the bank and just losing value when you can make it work for you? So yeah, what do you guys think? Bye.